The camera glides through a sunlit living room where soft California modern meets Nancy Meyers' hallmark of comfort. Linen curtains fluttering, golden hour light pooling over plush beige sofas, and woven textures that invite calm. The atmosphere feels like a breath of serenity, balancing polished design with authentic warmth. You can almost hear the hum of a distant song, the kind that lingers in quiet moments of peace. With every detail, this home tells a story: stacks of books, a porcelain cup on the kitchen island, the faint scent of fresh-cut blooms. It's not about perfection, it's about personality. Here at Dreamy Decor, we'll show how to capture that balance of timelessness and lived-in charm that defines Nancy Meyers' interiors. If you're ready to fall in love with design that feels like home, stay with us to the end. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and tell us in the comments which room you'd love to transform next. We'd love to feature your favorite ideas in our upcoming videos. In a Nancy Meyers-inspired home, color doesn't shout, it whispers. Every wall, throw pillow, and ceramic vase exists in soft conversation, building layers of comfort and timelessness. Imagine walls painted in muted cream, sunlight dancing across pale sage accents, and natural oak beams blending warmth with serenity. These tonal harmonies invite stillness, wrapping you in the quiet confidence of elegant restraint. The magic lives in the effortless transitions between tones, white fading into ivory, sand brushing against taupe, and linen merging with soft caramel. It's a palette that feels organic, like light itself carved the space. This gentle neutrality is what makes every Nancy Meyers home feel cinematic yet real, allowing textures and emotions to take center stage. As you start styling your own rooms, think of color as a conversation between light and material. Test shades during different times of day, observing how dawn's silver tones shift into dusk's amber warmth. Each subtle hue tells part of your home's story, as though painted by memory and time. The beauty of a Nancy Meyers home lies in its layers, the quiet richness built from overlapping materials that tell stories through touch. Picture linen sofas blending with rattan baskets, ceramic vases beside woven throws, and aged brass reflecting the glow of candlelight. Every surface feels lived in, whispering memories of laughter, coffee, and calm Sunday mornings. Texture isn't just an aesthetic choice, it's emotional design. When you run your hand along a nubby wool blanket or cool marble countertop, you connect with the soul of the space. It's this tactile layering that makes the home cinematic. You don't just see it, you feel it. Each object is chosen not for perfection, but for its ability to carry warmth and memory. To create that cozy Nancy Meyers atmosphere, mix smooth and rough, matte and shine. Stack woven cushions against crisp cottons, layer soft rugs beneath wooden stools, and add subtle imperfections that make your space human. It's in these textures where real comfort hides, delicate, tactile, and deeply felt. Sunlight is the silent storyteller in every Nancy Meyers home, the soft morning glow spilling across the kitchen island, the afternoon haze drifting through sheer curtains, and the golden dusk warming corners where shadows rest. It wraps every room in serenity, making even the simplest object, a teacup, a sofa, feel poetic. In your own space, think of light as a living element. Allow natural light to spill gently rather than blaze. Keep windows uncluttered, use white gauzy drapes, and invite reflections from pale walls and mirrors. Each hour changes the room's mood, turning stillness into movement as the day passes in luminous rhythm. As the sun lowers, warm artificial lighting joins the conversation. Lamps glowing softly in brass bases, candles flickering on tables, gentle orbs of comfort replacing sunlight's kiss. When combined, they create a calm, cinematic harmony, wrapping your home in a slow, endless afternoon. In a Nancy Meyers home, furniture feels as though it found its place naturally. Every chair angled toward conversation, every table perfectly scaled for intimacy. There's no rigid symmetry here. Instead, it's about flow and emotion. Sofas are deep, enveloping softness, paired with subtle antiques and modern simplicity. This gentle choreography breathes calm into every corner. The heart of balance lies in proportion and purpose. Think of how each piece speaks to the next. A round side table mirrors the curve of a reading chair, while a tailored sofa anchors the room's soft palette. Together, they create a rhythm that soothes the eye, cozy yet elevated, relaxed yet refined, like a cinematic home that evolves with comfort. To recreate this harmony, choose fewer, better pieces. Let negative space breathe between furniture, allowing each design to shine. A well-balanced room doesn't demand attention. It invites you in quietly, wrapping you in that lived-in tranquility that defines timeless interiors. Every Nancy Meyers home tells its story through materials, the honest imperfections of marble, the warmth of aged wood, and the soft polish of brass that catches the afternoon sun. These finishes don't compete, they collaborate. Together, they create a look that's quietly luxurious, grounded in reality, and built to age beautifully across time. Think oak floors that creak underfoot, linen slipcovers brushed soft by years of use, or Carrara countertops marked by memory. The tactile variety keeps the space from feeling sterile. It's cinematic in the way fabric, stone, and metal play together like characters in a story. Imperfection here isn't flaw, it's authenticity. When designing your space, choose materials you can live with and love. Natural finishes invite warmth, handmade pieces add depth. The goal isn't to impress, it's to connect. Because in the end, timeless design isn't about trends, it's about texture that wears the fingerprints of real life. A Nancy Meyers home is remembered for its intimacy, the small poetic details that make each shot feel lived in. A vintage lamp glowing on a side table, a stack of weathered books, or a framed photo from summers gone by. These aren't props, but pieces of personality. Each one whispers a story of comfort, nostalgia, and quiet refinement. Styling through accents is like composing music. Every note matters, but the silence between them creates rhythm. A woven basket beneath a console table, a hand-thrown vase near the window, or a flickering candle beside a bowl of citrus. It's casual, yet endlessly intentional. Her homes feel as though they've evolved lovingly over time, never rushed, never sterile. To capture this spirit, look for authenticity rather than perfection. Decorate with soul, mementos from travels, heirloom dishes on open shelves, or botanicals that soften your composition. The best accents don't scream, they sigh, reminding you that beauty is already woven into the everyday. The Nancy Meyers kitchen is pure poetry, bright, open, and filled with the hum of daily life. Think white marble counters catching morning sun, fresh bread on wooden boards, and copper pots glinting from overhead racks. It's a space that feels as inviting as a hug, where stories simmer alongside simmering stew. Here, design serves emotion. Open shelving reveals well-loved dishes and hand-thrown mugs. Farmhouse sink anchors the room like a still moment between scenes. Every detail, from polished hardware to the smell of coffee, builds a rhythm of homely warmth, comfortable, cinematic, and effortlessly timeless. To recreate the same feeling, keep your kitchen breathable and personal. Mix natural materials with subtle metallics, display what you love, and let sunlight spill freely across your workspace. The goal isn't perfection, it's the glow of living beautifully, even in the everyday. A Nancy Meyers living room feels like a scene waiting to happen, softly lit, perfectly balanced, and full of soulful details that invite you to sit, sip tea, and stay a while. Plush sofas are layered with linen throws, neutral tones hum in unison, and books fill well-loved shelves like old friends. It's visual poetry in motion, an embrace of elegant living without pretense. Flow here is everything. Furniture faces conversation, not the TV. Every element, the coffee table centerpiece, the woven rug beneath, the soft lamp light above, moves the eye naturally through the room. There's rhythm, but never rigidity, a gentle choreography of space that sets the scene for everyday connection. To create that same cinematic comfort, focus on balance and breathing room. Use pairs, twin chairs for symmetry, flanking lamps for warmth, but avoid stiffness. Think of your living room as an open narrative, light, air, and comfort weaving together in timeless harmony. A Nancy Meyers bedroom feels like exhaling after a long day. The hush of linen, the glow of a bedside lamp, the silhouette of sheer drapes catching the evening breeze. Everything is soft, nothing forced. The palette stays hushed, creamy whites, sand, and muted blush, like moonlight woven into fabric. Its design is therapy, cinematic in its peace. Textures rule this sanctuary. Crisp cotton sheets mingle with nubby wool throws, while rattan baskets and delicate florals add soul. Each layer feels intentional, yet effortless. The goal isn't perfection, but peace, a space that whispers your home. Here, beauty and comfort hold hands quietly in golden stillness. To create your own tranquil retreat, embrace simplicity and softness. Keep your bedside minimal, use warm diffuse lighting, and frame your bed as the heart of calm. Let the design feel like a lullaby, inviting, timeless, and deeply personal. Every Nancy Meyers home extends gracefully outdoors. Terraces bathed in dappled sunlight, wicker chairs beneath flowering vines, and the slow hum of bees echoing through the air. These spaces feel lived in and loved, exuding the same warmth as our kitchens and living rooms. It's not just a patio. It's an open invitation to linger longer. Here, nature becomes a design partner. Rustic pots filled with herbs, weathered tables set for two, and soft textiles that flutter in the breeze. Everything feels cinematic, as though captured between slow-motion laughter and the clink of glass. The outdoors becomes an extension of the home's emotional story. You don't need grandeur, just intention. Even a small balcony can hold romance if dressed with string lights, cushions, and the scent of citrus. Let your outdoor space breathe like a scene from a film, authentic, romantic, and effortlessly alive. As the light softens and the camera lingers on the quiet corners of the home, we're reminded that timeless design isn't about trends, it's about feeling. Every soft color, each textured surface, every flicker of light has a story to tell. In a Nancy Meyers inspired home, beauty lives not in perfection, but in presence. This cinematic calm is something we can all create, whether through a new linen pillow, a rearranged shelf, or fresh flowers from the garden. It's about approaching design with heart and believing that comfort can be as elegant as it is attainable. Your journey to a cozier, more soulful home begins with one thoughtful touch. If this video inspired you to reimagine your own home, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share your favorite design idea in the comments. Here at Dreamy Decor, we believe in homes that feel as good as they look: warm, personal, and full of light. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next story.